Big Pauly back for a brand new Star Trek movie review. Yes, we are continuing on with our Next Generation adventures. Today, I'm watching Star Trek First Contact. Resistance is futile. Okay, so Star Trek First Contact, directed by Jonathan Frakes himself, good old Riker, starring all of the cast of The Next Generation, with the exception of Will Wheaton, plus some really great guest stars in this film as well. You've got Alice Krige playing the Borg Queen. Oh, she plays that Borg Queen beautifully. Wow. You've also got Alfre Woodard playing Lily, and James Cromwell playing Zefram Cochrane. And I can't think of a better person to play Zefram Cochrane. He totally steals the film with his role of the pioneer of warp drive. So what's the film about? It's about the Borg. Yes, a return of the Borg, those good old half toaster, half microwave oven, cybernetic killing machines. Yes. So they once again invade Federation space. All of the fleet are sent to the Typhon sector, with the exception of the brand new Enterprise E. God damn, that ship looks good. Yes, Starfleet doesn't believe they should throw Picard in with the Borg in case he says, back at this, I'm going to rejoin them. But as Data says, to hell with our orders, off they go to join the fight. All of the Federation ships up against this Borg cube, including a little ship called the Defiant. Yes, I love that ship. I absolutely adore the design of that ship. Anyway, they managed to blow up the Borg ship, and before it explodes, a little Borg sphere comes out and heads for Earth. And they initiate a temporal time displacement thing, you know, one of those thingies, to go back in time. Back to the mid-21st century, that's right, 2063, not long now, in order to stop Zefram Cochrane from launching his ship, basically to stop first contact with the Vulcans, which would then basically destroy everything, and there'd be no Star Trek. Of course, back in the 21st century, the crew of the Enterprise must beam down to the planet, find Zefram Cochrane, make sure he launches his ship on time so that the warp trail gets picked up by the old pointy ears, and to ensure history is written the way that it should be. Also, while they're trying to influence Zefram Cochrane, the Borg have decided to infiltrate the Enterprise, hook themselves up, change the temperature, and make themselves at home, really. Yes, and once discovered, you know, it's a war film. Star Trek First Contact is a war film. They have to go around the Enterprise, finding these Borg, trying to avoid them, shooting them, and that kind of stuff. All meanwhile, good old Data has been kidnapped by the Borg Queen, who wants to make him her mate. Yes, that's basically Star Trek First Contact. It is one of the best Star Trek movies. Even from the opening music, the music on this, I think, is the second best Star Trek theme there's ever been. Yes, behind The Next Generation, this theme tune to First Contact is fantastic, by Jerry Goldsmith. It also incorporates parts of the Klingon theme tune as well. You get a film where the only Klingon you've got is Worf. You can still make a Klingon tune and a Klingon soundtrack just based on him on a Federation ship. Because normally the Klingon theme is based around, you know, the whole of the Klingons or, you know, the Klingon home world. But this is basically Worf's theme tune. The performances are top rate, absolutely fantastic. Riker's more of in a military mood in this film. Picard is intent on revenge for his, you know, for them taking him in the best of both worlds. Wants to get back at them and will do anything to make sure that the Borg don't succeed in their mission. So as for the secondary performances, Alice Krieg, the Borg Queen. I think in Star Trek Voyager, another actress played the Borg Queen, and she did it quite well. There's only one Borg Queen, and she plays it superbly. Absolutely fantastic. Also, Alfie Woodard, who plays Lily, Zefram Cochrane's friend on Earth. She's really good. She's kind of part military, part explorer. Most of her screen time is with Patrick Stewart, which is a perfect pairing. And James Cromwell just absolutely shines as Zefram Cochrane. I would have loved a film just with James Cromwell as Zefram Cochrane. Maybe like a spin-off movie. But he's absolutely fantastic. Brings everything that we'd always hoped Zefram Cochrane would be like to this role. To start with, he doesn't care about space exploration. You know, he's only interested in money and that kind of thing. But his eyes get opened, you know, by, you know, the Enterprise and the surroundings of what's happening around him. And that first contact scene at the end is absolutely fantastic. There are some great action scenes in First Contact. The opening Borg attack is absolutely incredible. You just have to crank that volume up. It's just one of the best Star Trek action scenes there is. We get to see the holodeck, which is really great, a nice like 1940s setting. The Borg Queen and Data scenes are fantastic to watch. There's a lot of humour in the film, a lot of like in-jokes. But it's also a film with heart as well. And it's mainly a revenge movie. And one of my favourite scenes in the entire film, and still gets me every time, is when Lily is confronting Picard in his room about blowing up the ship. And we get the tale of the whale. And as Lily is trying to persuade Picard to blow the ship up, to save everybody, to get rid of the Borg, Picard explains that, you know, they've invaded our space line. And the line must be drawn here. No further. And I will make them pay for what they've done. That absolute fantastic scene really gets me every time. And when he breaks the cabinet with the ship and the Enterprise D falls down. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Everybody has a favourite Star Trek film. Whether it be the new ones, the J.J. Abrams ones, the classic cast, the Next Generation. I hold Star Trek First Contact so close to my heart. It is just an absolutely perfect, fantastic Star Trek film. I do love The Wrath of Khan. It is one of the best Star Trek movies. But for me, this is the ultimate Star Trek movie. And I can't ever see it being beaten. So how would I rate Star Trek First Contact on a scale of 1 to 10? I will give Star Trek First Contact 10 Borg cubes out of 10. Yes, an absolute perfect Star Trek film in every way. The best there is. Fantastic. Okay, so that is my review of Star Trek First Contact with the Next Generation crew. Absolutely love that film. Fantastic. Okay, so we have 2 more films left in this franchise of this era. The next film will be Star Trek Insurrection. So that will be up next. So I hope you enjoyed my review of Star Trek First Contact. Stick down in the comments if this is one of your favourite films, or if you don't like it, tell me what you don't like about it. And like the video by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. And as always, the line must be drawn here. No further. And I will make them pay for what they've done.